Okay. Champion said, all human being has 3 points in life, 3 major points. One is the birth time. 2 is life. And 3rd is dying. For the first and the third points, we have no control, but we do have control in the middle point, which is life. So opulence will give us the best life we can. So I'm very impressed with that. I learned a lot, and I show even great respect to this wonderful couple. And I give myself thumbs up. If I don't make the trip, I won't be able to listen to this wonderful talk, which will have a lot of impact on my life, on my journey to be an educator, to inspire and empower people to be the master of their own health and their own wealth. Okay. Now, in terms of back to the testimonies, so I want to 3 things. Okay, I want to share. First of all, my way of that by using large amount of Fountain of Life, because I usually have like 3 tubes a day, and now because I'm travel and I took more. So especially when I have to present to other people, I take more. So I might just have 8 or 9 tubes a day, and my feeling, especially my own feel, is great. I feel like I'm at the best feel that I ever have. Okay, so when I on the train and the most exciting thing is I want people guess how old I am. So I usually give 3 times for other people to guess, and nobody hit it. Okay, and when I tell the truth how old I am, and 3 people in a row, especially the one person sitting next to me and 44 years old, and she said, I want you to show him my passport. Okay, so it's a lot of fun. And I look at back my pictures, last year and the day before last year, and even 10 years ago, I think I'm really younger than my 10 years ago. I would have to look at my pictures and find out. Okay, so that's my own story. And my husband, and I have to particularly mention 2 things. Henry know that at some point in time, I share my husband picture for DVT, which is Henry helped me to pronounce the last words called deep vein thrombosis.
Thrombosis.
Huh?
Thrombosis.
Thrombosis, yeah.
Thrombosis. Okay. This is Henry, can you explain to other people what is this about?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think Dr. Marilyn can tell us more about it.
Who?
Dr. Marilyn is on the line.
Marilyn. Okay, Marilyn knows DVT?
How do you spell it?
DVT. Okay, let me explain that. DVT is the blood blockage in the leg. It's a very severe situation.
Clotting.
And my husband got it 2 years ago because of the what is called a 疫苗
vaccination.
Vaccination. And he got it, and he couldn't walk, and he took off 6 months at home. He was really restless, and doctor gave him the medication. It's called Eliquis. Eliquis is the blood thinner. It's much stronger than some other small things. Okay, this is the strongest blood thinner medication. It costs $300 or $400, and the insurance don't even cover it. Okay, so over a year, the situation didn't get improving, but even get worse. Before it's the left leg, and then now it's in the right leg. And when the blockage is coming up and up from the knee section and going up, if it's going to the lung, and before going to the lung, he or patient have to be amputate their legs, because otherwise it would be very bad, dangerous to getting into the heart. Okay, so this is my husband facing the situation. And I was very worried about. And then he went to see the doctor. I said, well, doctor, give you this strongest medication. You didn't even improving, but getting worse. So I determined to test all the natural products to see it. And I used all the things I can access to, but it's not have very effective. One couple days ago, couple days it's getting better, but not. So now since the past 6 months, I start for him to using the Fountain of Life. And at the most severe situation, I asked him to use 1 tube every hour. Okay. So he bring the bottle to work, and every hour I call him, it's time to use Fountain of Life. Okay. So before, he just ignored me because I'm not a doctor. And he has always say that his doctor is how wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I said, doctor is only, to get your money, right? So he didn't even explain, ask you to do the test, or doesn't tell you, explain to you the blood situation. So my husband kidney function is very bad, very low. And his Jigan, Henry, what is Jigan in English?
Creatinine.
Yeah, this is also very low. And liver function is also very bad. Okay, so this is, the doctor didn't even explain to him. And the doctor claims to be the best doctors in the Washington, D.C. area. Okay, I was so upset. And then I also asked the doctor, can you just explain the situation to my husband? And my husband, and then he never did. Okay, I was so upset. And then I just using the Fountain of Life anyhow, and asked my husband to drink a lot of water. So that's how this time I went to Toronto for the Freedom Conference. I write down the to-do list, ask my husband to do the things, but I still pretty worried about, so otherwise I can stay there a couple days longer, but I end up coming back. And when I got back, I was so pleased to see that his leg is getting better. Okay. And also the other thing is that, when he's sleeping, he have to use socks, even though in July and August it was very, very hot day. We have like a 90 degree. He still need to wear the socks. Okay. As you know, this is the symptoms for the blockage, because blockage doesn't move. Circulation is very, very bad. Okay. He has to have head when he's sleeping. He has to have the socks, long socks. Okay. Have to, and cover with the blankets for 2 or 3 layers. This time when I come back, he didn't using socks. Okay. That's one thing. And also my husband usually getting up every hour, getting up, and for going to, pee for at least 3 or 4 times. Okay. So now he only get up like once, and once went to the bathroom. So this is a very obvious improvement. So I'm very happy about that. And then second thing is, my husband is 72 years old, and he has a bowl. He has both head, and this is a very, island, and never have grass grow, And since I married him over 20 something years, and I didn't see the hair on the top. Okay, so this time somehow I just pay attention to look at his head, and he has had starting to grow hairs, and I was so shocked, and all the places, And he is so excited too. He said, if I said, do you want to cut it? He said, no way. He said, after 5 or 6 months, he said he probably can comb hair on the top. So that's something I need to really excited to share with all people. That's it.
Thank you very much, Betty. Yeah, it's a great time we had in Toronto, and that's how we call this is like when you drive a long distance from Toronto to Miami, for example, and when you run out of gas, you need to go to find a gas like a gas station or electrical charging place where you charge up your car and you continue to run. If you don't do that, you run out of gas, we run out of electricity, and then the car just going to get stuck somewhere and not going anywhere. That's actually what's happening to our business. When we do a business, we need to go to a charge station from time to time. The more you keep your car fully charged, the faster, more comfortable, and more assured you get to the end destination. And that's happening to a lot of us. So I'm very happy that you came. And because you came, you are ready to go to Thailand. You want to participate more. And then you have partners in Singapore, and you want to do marketing over those maybe in Cambodia. So Virak might want to go together with you. And you can go to
That's great. That's great. And also, can you see this is butterfly? And I got a chance, and I have my digital creator director come invite her to come with me, and she introduced me to the Niagara Falls. There's a museum, and there's a butterfly museum. It's so amazing. The butterfly can stay on your. It's not afraid of people. They can stay on your hand. I will show you the picture of that. So I'm just cannot control myself not buying the butterfly necklace. Okay. And this is relevant to our freedom. Okay. I want to be myself, just like a butterfly can fly freely. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love your story. Does your husband have that thrombosis?
I'm sorry. Can you say slowly? I cannot hear.
It's blood clotting.
Does your husband have that one called thrombosis?
Yeah, thrombosis. Yeah, I always have a hard time. Thank you.
That's a very severe situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
这是 in Chinese 也血栓 very severe 血栓。
是在小腿吗？
大腿、小腿、小腿2个腿，原来只有1个腿，现在2个腿。
Okay.
Very big. I will show the picture before, and also because of this kind of situation, so every place if doctor touch it, it will bleeding. So last time,
it's very painful when you squeeze it.
Yeah, and the last time I was scared to death because when I got back several days, and I see the dentist that did something to him, and then his eye from here to all this, just like a 熊猫, like a bear, all purple. I was scared to death. And doctor said, you come to do the emergency right away. And then I very calm down. I didn't send him to the emergency. I know what's happening. It's bleeding. You don't go to the emergency.
The number one function of Fountain of Life is really, really protective for anybody's blood vessel, and very, very helpful for their circulation system. That's the number one function of Fountain of Life.
Yeah, but I know that I test it, I look at it, I feel very clear about the dosage has a lot matters. So now is he at least using 3 tubes or 6?
Oh, yeah. How much? What's the dosage that he
used? He at least 3 times. And as I mentioned that the worst situation, I asked him to use 1 tube, which is about 30 drops an hour.
One tube an hour.
Yep.
For how many time a day?
1 tube a day. You use it after other than sleeping time, every hour, 1 tube.
1 tube every hour. So that's
Every
almost
hour,
8
12
or,
hours, 12 tube. Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
8 or 9 or 10 tubes a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So now my husband truly believe it, So right now it's reduced, okay, but I make sure in the middle of the night, and I will give him another dosage too. So he has no declining, had no refusing, and he's so obedient, right now.
But he takes more than 10 tubes every day.
Yeah. And now I said, well, do you still want to go to see the doctor? He said no.
But that could be very, very good for his circulation, especially good for his thrombosis, to get rid of it. Yeah. Does he still have it? The thrombosis? It's getting better or
getting better because all the time before the
disappear.
time that you can see that Henry actually I show you a long time, couple months ago, remember? It's very terrible. And I
You know
will
what? That's a life-threatening situation. If the thrombosis goes up here, it's the life-threatening.
yeah, so the doctor
here,
will say
it's
it's not
not
going,
that.
it's not going that. Before you getting into the up body, you have to have amputated your
Oh,
legs.
that's a very, very, very important testimonial.
Yes.
I hope Henry already recorded, or you can share another time.
Yeah, I will put it together for the pictures you can see, and I will let my husband see it. In terms of my husband say the hair. Henry, you have my recording for my husband. I interview my husband, right?
Yes, I have it. I can
Yeah,
play
can you just display?
Yeah, okay, I can play it. Let me just put
And my husband is so happy. So happy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Must be very supportive to you right now.
For the hair, right?
Yeah, for the hair. I shared it yesterday. If you can. Anybody else can go ahead and say it maybe? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on top of your island, usually have no head. On the head, that's island. That means no grass.
I know that.
You know that?
Yeah, and before I had no hair at all up there.
For the past how many years?
Well, I can't recall that.
50 years?
No, it's not that long, but it's just within the past, like
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 or 20 years.
10 years that I've had no hair up there at all.
Mm.
And now, as you can see, there's hair growing.
Yeah.
And that's just the result of the supplements that Baiming is giving me. It's just like hair is growing where it hasn't grown in over 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I would say probably within 6 or 7 months, I will have hair that I could probably comb. I mean, long hair.
So Betty,
I just dropped the fountain of life on top of your head.
Yeah, that's exactly what you did. And I look at that and I'm going, oh my God, where did that come from?
Yeah, because now I'm out. When I come back, I just discovered that a lot of hair.
It's amazing. It's great.
You can still see. You can still see
And
now.
it's theoretical. Where's
Yeah.
that coming from?
And also I put the fountain of life on dropping on my husband's head also. So
Okay.
internally,
the image, her blood vessel or whatever, the image of the thrombosis.
yeah, lay
So-
down next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Wrong
Thank you so much for listening.